carry on in that manner by providing honest, ethical leadership to the city of Plainfield. And I will represent each one of you with the passion and with everything I have within my being. And I will make sure that I continue to deliver a high level of quality service to this city of Plainfield. And so with that in mind, and with the experience and with the commitment and dedication, I ask you to re-elect me as your servant leader to the 3rd Ward so that I can provide the leadership that this city needs. Thank you so very much.
Thank you very much. And the next speaker then is going to be Rashid Abdul Haq.
Good evening to everyone. Thank you for coming out. Your presence is appreciated. I see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. That's good. Plainfield has the potential to be as great again as it ever was. I sincerely believe that. Plainfield produced people like Nima Warfield, Mayor Paul O'Keefe, Mayor Lattimore, Rick Taylor, Mayor Al McWilliams. Produced a great hospital and the first public school in the state. It produced Dr. James West, Councilman Blanco. I've served this community for over 40 years as an activist, 6 years on the Board of Education. Served on Dr. Leverrett's Educational Task Force, Al McWilliams' Strategic Task Force. And I want to continue to serve this community. My name, Haq, means truth, and Abdul means servant. So if I can live up to my name as I try, I should provide service to the truth. Speak truth to power, even if it's to aid in that. Government must be just, competent, and serve the common good. If you elect me, only the people's needs will govern my behavior. That's a promise from me to you. If I'm elected, well, I'll skip that. But I want to say, with respect to the experience, I've been working in the community for the last 4 years. I've served on the board, as I said, for 6 years. And I also was responsible for getting the train overpasses fixed. I received resolutions from the county and from the council with respect to that. Thank you.
Thank you. And the next speaker is going to be Veronica Taylor.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming out. My name is Veronica Taylor, although no one calls me that. Everyone calls me Ronnie. I'm running for Plainfield City Council. I'm a 1982 graduate of Plainfield High School, a proud graduate of Plainfield High School. I currently teach at Plainfield High. I'm a phys ed teacher. I also coach middle school track and field and swimming. I served 10 years on the Plainfield Board of Education, 1 year as president and several years as vice president. Served a term as commissioner on the Housing Authority. I've been a long-time 15-year member for Habitat for Humanity. I provide them lunches. Let's see. I'm also a member of the League of Women Voters and past president of the League of Women Voters. As I walk around and talk to people, because I'm running off the line, so I have to knock on all the doors, as I walk around and talk to folks, everyone has the same concerns as I. A dysfunctional city hall, the PMUA, development of the Muhlenberg site, we need health care here in Plainfield, and crime. So why am I running? Well, Anna Williams decided to go back to graduate school. Otherwise, I'd be supporting her. So there was an opportunity for me to run. My children are older now. I have the time, so I'm running. I really feel like I can contribute, be part of the existing team at City Council. One of my strengths that I'll bring to the table is that of collaboration. That's what I'm good at. That's a strength of mine. I can work with diverse groups. Yes, even people I don't get along with. I have a proven track record. In the end, I'm just so glad we're having this event and such a large turnout. I'm really looking forward to a very informative debate tonight. I hope you ask really good questions. I hope the candidates take the opportunity to answer the questions. And I'm going to ask for your vote on primary day, June 5th. I'm 7B. Vote for President Obama at the top of the line. When we get down to 7, vote line B. Thank you so much.
Thank you. The next speaker is Reverend Tracy Brown.
Good evening, everyone. I've been a resident of Plainfield for the past 36 years. I'm a 1979 graduate of Plainfield High School. Played girls basketball, was inducted to the Girls Basketball Hall of Fame. I'm a graduate of Montclair State University, also inducted into Women's Basketball Hall of Fame. They attended New York Theological Seminary, played professional basketball in Sweden for a year, and the American Basketball Association for the Spirit of Chicago, coached girls basketball, boys basketball right here, Plainfield High School, taught at Roselle High School for 5 years, was a family and neighborhood counselor for the Union County Youth Services Bureau for 10 years, former Board of Education member here in Plainfield, where I completed 3 years, which is 1 term. Also, even at this school, Emerson School, during my tenure, was part of the groundbreaking ceremony right here at Emerson School. I'm presently senior pastor at Root Fellowship Ministries here in Plainfield. I've been involved in mission work in Guyana, South Africa, Jamaica, and just recently Turkey. Here in Plainfield, I have hosted the Feed the Children program where we feed over 400 families during Thanksgiving celebration. I provide free counseling for youth at risk and their families. I provide free funerals and repasts for families here in the city who do not have any insurance. I also serve on the Greatest Central Jersey Clergy, elected to the City Council. One of my priorities is working hard to lower property taxes, to help put our community back to work, to lobby for more federal and state funds to prepare our children for higher paying jobs, to collaborate with Plainfield Housing Authority to plan and build quality housing, to work hard to keep people here in Plainfield in their homes. I will work hard to bring respect and a level of decorum to the City Council, especially City Council meetings, while working for the best interest of this city that I love and have lived in again for over 36 years.
Thank you. I'm going to start with the questions now then, and we'll recall that each of the candidates will get an opportunity to respond for a minute and a half. This may come as a big surprise to you, but I have here 12 cards on Muhlenberg property. So I would say that's of great interest to you. I think I would like to start with that Muhlenberg question because it's going to answer a lot for a lot of you. And I'm going to start with you, I don't remember your name. Adrian Matt. Okay. What is your position on the Muhlenberg Hospital issue? Are you in favor of keeping the services as it is or improving the services? In a minute and a half.
No, I am not in favor of keeping the services as they are. I am in favor of bringing quality healthcare services to the campus that resembles what was there before. I think what we have is not enough. And I am not, by any means, by any stretch of the imagination, in favor of what is being proposed, or what has been proposed. I believe I've made my position very clear at the Third Ward Council meeting. I've also done so on my blog, where I laid out a position, my position, and I believe that the approach from JFK Health Systems has been one of smackdown as far as this community is concerned. And I believe that we need to have a bottom-up approach to whatever goes on the Muhlenberg campus. But I will continue to advocate for the return of quality health care to that campus. I believe it's needed, and I will continue to be an advocate. In the meantime, I have proposed the creation of what is known as the CREAN, C-R-E-A-N, Community Residents Engaged About Muhlenberg. I think that that is the approach, and we've got to have community input if we're to get the best result for what should be on the Muhlenberg campus. But by no means am I for what we have now. We need to get better quality health care.
Thank you. Mr. Abdul Haq, what is your view on Muhlenberg?
I was reading some of Mr. Mapp's material, literature, political literature, and Adrian says he wants Solaris to restore our acute care facility. Now that's just pie in the sky talk. How are we going to have acute care when Solaris is working overtime to keep Muhlenberg closed? What we need is a strategic planning task force. Mayor McWilliams had one at one time, so that we can develop a plan our neighborhood can live with. I believe we should actually sue Solaris to discover money Solaris has misappropriated from Muhlenberg. We should demand, and I believe this is possible, that they return the land to the city. After all, they've had the land tax-free for the last 140 years. And they say they can't do anything with it, except something we don't want them to do. We could also, as we had a strategic plan, have some people from Rutgers and some scholars to help us develop it. We might be interested in doing a cancer center, having Wagner's in there, or a Whole Food supermarket. I think some of us would like to have an indoor tennis court to complement the other courts in the area.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Reverend Taylor, what are your thoughts on Muhlenberg? I mean, Brown.
That's okay. So yes, I want you to go. So Ronnie Taylor, that's fine. That's fine. You know, my mom was a nurse through the Plainfield Registry that was run off the campus of Muhlenberg Hospital. So I know how bad the closure has affected the community. I mean, she paid college tuition, got us through school working there. And from walking around, knocking on doors, I know the folks, I live on West 4th Street, but I know the folks who live in that area do not want, nor do we need, a 660-unit apartment development on that property. We're just not going to be able to handle it. It's inappropriate. So I do not support development of that type in that area. What I do support is maintaining, while I would also like an acute care facility to return, I'm not sure that we can, but make that happen. But I know one thing, we can make sure, I will work to make sure that that emergency room remains there. The Plainfield Health Center closes in the early evening. Our community has nowhere else to go. They don't have insurance. And I work in the school, so I know many children do not have insurance. I do my anti-poverty work when I ran a shelter at the Y. I know how many are eligible for the CHIP program. We need to keep that emergency room there. So I do not support the development of 660 apartment units in that community.
Thank you. Now we'll try for Reverend Ryan.